About a year ago, I made a video trying to find the perfect sling bag, and honestly, I can't believe I'm still talking about this because even after testing a few really good options, I still was making small compromises every time I went out to shoot. So, when I saw that WANDRD released the Rogue version 2, I decided to get both the 4 liter and the 6 liter version. So, in my last sling bag video, I actually got a chance to try out the WANDRD Rogue 3 liter, and right away, I'll be honest, I loved it. The materials felt premium, the structure was solid, and it didn't feel like a typical soft sling. Plus, it had a really premium feel, like you get it from a high-end department store like Nordstrom's or Dillard's. The only issue was the size. It was way too small for how I shoot and how I realistically carry things. It's just too tight. I used the 18 to 50 Sigma lens with the a6700 and it barely fit in there. So after that, I ended up going with the Hex Ranger Mini, which does work, and I really like the size, and at first it felt like the right choice. But once the new bag phase wore off, the compromises started to show. Like, there's not much pattern on the strap, so after a long day of having the camera out, it starts digging to my shoulder. There's no divider, which makes organizing gear kind of sketchy. And honestly, it feels like with one bad drop, it can ruin some of your equipment. And I don't want that. I didn't hate the bag, and to be honest, I'm still using it here and there, but it also wasn't the end of my search. Around Christmas, I noticed that WANDRD released the Rogue version 2, and it immediately caught my attention. On paper, it felt like they had fixed a lot of the small things I didn't like with the WANDRD 3 liter, and most importantly, a 4 liter option. The size felt like it could have been like the sweet spot for what I wanted in that first bag. But instead of guessing, I figured I'd do this the right way, and I ordered both the 4 liter and the 6 liter version, because at the end of the day, you can always return one or the other, and I actually wanted to see which one made more sense for how I shoot and how I carry a bag on a day-to-day basis. So the 6 liter version actually showed up first, and I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much more than it being like too big of a bag for me and saying, yeah, this is way too much. But almost immediately, I could tell that this one was actually different. The build quality felt just as premium as the smaller Rogue, but this time I wasn't fighting for space and what I could do with my gear. I could load out the gear I actually planned on carrying and still had room left over. What really surprised me though was that it didn't feel or look as bulky as I expected it. I went with the lighter beige color with the 6 liter, which is different than what I normally go for, because I usually stick with like darker colors like black or this green one. And I really actually like the beige one. I think it's Yuma Tan or something like that. It still looks clean and premium, and it doesn't scream camera bag when you're wearing it, which is always good when you're out and about. So after using both, what surprised me the most is that the 6 liter doesn't feel that much bigger than carrying a 4 liter. On my body, the difference is way smaller than you'd expect, at least for me. I'm 5'9", and it doesn't feel that much different. But in terms of usability, it's not even close. The extra space in the 6 liter gives you flexibility. I can carry my main camera, a lens, and still have rooms for things like filters, lens caps, cables, a cloth, even non-camera stuff. The 4 liter, on the other hand, it does fit everything that I intended to, like my a6700 and another lens on top of the 18 to 50. But it still feels a little bit more tight. And when your day changes or you want to grab something last minute, that extra room makes a huge difference. comfort-wise, the strap padding on the 6-liter is noticeably better, at least in my opinion. It feels like a backpack strap and gives me real relief on my shoulder. Whereas the 4-liter, it seems like it's a bit slimmer. Just isn't as comfortable for me over time, and it seems like I would run into the same issue that I had with the Hex Ranger Mini. So at the end of the day, this really comes down to how you shoot and how much flexibility that you want in a bag. If you're someone who wants the smallest possible sling, carries a minimal setup, and doesn't mind packing things tightly, the Rogue 4-liter makes a lot of sense. But if you're running something like the a6700 and you want to adapt with more room, like extra lenses, accessories, or just not have to think about it, the 6-liter is the better choice. For me, the 6-liter doesn't feel that much bigger to carry, but it removes almost all the compromises I was having before. And I'd rather have that space and not need it than to need it and not have it, like, oh, you know the saying. So this is the one that I'm keeping, and the one I recommend if you're tired of constantly hunting for the almost perfect sling. I'm Justin, and thank you for watching this video. Hope your day is blessed, and if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Have a good one.